Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you all so much for joining us here on a Friday afternoon. And I know our sellers are getting ready for the big holiday season, so really appreciate your participation today. So my name is Sharon McBride, and I have the pleasure of being a senior director in eBay's government relations office. And I helped found the Small Business Ambassador Network, and it is a joy for me to lead that organization and that team. So to get our event started, we have a very special guest today, Marie O'Huber, who is our Senior Vice President and General Counsel and Secretary of eBay. And Marie heads our global legal and government relations function, and she and her team partner with the business to drive our purpose and success of eBay and its community. Thanks so much for being with us today, Marie.
Thank you, Sharon, and welcome everyone. eBay celebrated its 25th anniversary this year. eBay at 25 is a human-centric marketplace with untapped potential. It is the place the world goes to shop, sell, and give. What began as a single sale of a broken laser pointer in 1995 has transformed into a global platform with 182 million buyers and tens of millions of sellers worldwide, exchanging over $85 billion of goods. Today, we're a globally recognized brand with a strong heritage, incredible assets, and a talented and dedicated team who serve our passionate and loyal customer community. 2020 has been a year of unprecedented uncertainty, confusion, and instability for America's small businesses. However, this year has also demonstrated the invaluable contributions of small business entrepreneurs around the world who help drive the global economy and make eBay such a vibrant and trusted marketplace. We have a great responsibility to our sellers. People depend on eBay to operate their business, access new markets, and provide income to support themselves and their families. We work to ensure that small businesses are as least burdened as possible by various legislation, but we could not do what we do without our partnership with our small business ambassadors. All of our seller attendees present today are part of our Small Business Ambassador Network program. Throughout 2020, our SPAN members have tirelessly shown up as a true partner for eBay GR. Thank you, and now back to you, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Marie. Appreciate you being with us. Now I'm going to turn it over to Mike Dabbs, who heads up our America's Government Relations team, and Jeff Michaud, who is our Director of Digital Advocacy and Policy Programs. And they're going to provide a legislative update for 2020 and hit some of our highlights and how the SPAN program impacted important legislation this year. Mike?
Thank you, Sharon, and thanks to everyone for being here. I really wish we could do this in person. I miss seeing all of you and hearing all of your stories. So since we can't do this in person, I wore my vintage eBay Open 2018, which is now vintage, shirt to be in the spirit. So like I said, really, really glad to be here. The 2020 has been a challenging year, and I have to tell anybody on this call that. And it's been a challenging year in the legislative and regulatory environment as well. And so we've worked very hard as a team to put the policies and the work in to making sure that 2020 could be as best as it could be for you all as sellers and small businesses on the platform. So we're going to talk I'm going to take just a minute and talk through both work that was done on the federal end and on the state end. And the best way to think through what's happened in 2020 is that there has been ways that we have worked to help provide the environment for you all to make it, give more opportunities to try to get through this and to get into a post-pandemic world. And there's places we've had to play defense against really bad legislation that would increase costs and put on new regulations on both the federal and the state end. So in COVID relief, right, we've worked hard to ensure that through the PPP program and others that small businesses and online small businesses were well represented. We had to take a lot of time too in making sure that e-commerce was seen as an essential service, both on the federal guidance that was given to the states and on the state level. Each of those, was kind of a work in progress as we went through March into April and May, and we're able to successfully set that up. The U.S. Postal Service has been a big deal that I know you all are very close to. We've really helped to try to push the right amount of funding for the Postal Service as it goes through the downturn and the lack of resources, and then to make sure that service disruptions were limited as much as possible. And that work really, continues. And with anything during a really sensitive time, there's been work around trade and on protections on the platform, such as ensuring that there was no price gouging going on the platform and making sure that stayed as a trusted platform for buyers to go to. And so we worked really closely with elected officials, law enforcement, to make sure that wasn't happening on the platform. And I've also come together with similar companies and coalitions to also make some of these cases in strengthened numbers. So Christiana, next slide, please. And then on the state end, while our business is a tough one and we love it, but our business is a face-to-face type of business. So we've had to really recreate how we do things, as all of you have in many of your businesses during this time. So a lot of states were doing a lot around similar things on the federal end, getting the right support and making sure that that the protective equipment was getting out to the right places. And so, we through the similar work as we did on the federal level, really worked to support that. And then there's two pieces of legislation I just want to mention before I turn it over to Jeff, because while some of these pieces of legislation put burdens and potential burdens and owners for requirements on eBay, that really impacts you all as small businesses and sellers in how a lot of this works. So in California, there was an effort to extend strict liability for a defective product to any platform, which would have raised costs, it would have limited choice. And so we worked very hard to make sure the California legislature understood the real impacts to purely third-party marketplaces that empower small businesses like eBay, and we're successful in stopping that. And then finally, in Louisiana, there's a bill out there that is being pushed on both the federal and the state level that would require all sorts of really overly burdensome and unnecessary seller identification and verification requirements on sellers. We were able to really work to educate the legislature there and get that stopped. Both of these will continue into 2021, but two examples of some of the work that we've been doing. So let me end with hope to see you all soon. Hope to see you in 2021. And Jeff, please take it away.
Hi, everybody. Well, as Sharon mentioned, I'm Jeff Michaud. I handle digital advocacy and policy programs for eBay. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the digital seller support activities that we've recently launched over the last year. I think probably a theme to this presentation is it's been an interesting year. And so we had to change the way that we do a lot of things. And one of those was the way that we do events. We're a live events sort of company. We like getting together with people, meeting our sellers face to face, talking to them live, and it just wasn't possible during COVID. So since the beginning of COVID, we've been involved in over 20 digital events. We've held these events on a wide variety of subjects. In the US, we've had legislative meetings and roundtables. In the EU, we had some talks on Brexit and how that affects our UK and EU-based sellers. And then we've had several digital events specifically focused on COVID-19 resources for small businesses. And in addition to that, we actually created a COVID-19 small business resource section on eBay Main Street, which you can find if you go to ebaymainstreet.com and look for the COVID-19 resources. eBay Main Street plug. This was something we created to help small businesses find government resources that may not be easy to find otherwise. So it's a really, really good resource. It's global, and so you can find resources from all over the world. In addition to that, we continue to do what we've done for many years, and that's to provide a variety of impactful things to help promote our sellers and their stores. This included seller spotlights via the eBay Main Street Facebook and Twitter channels, both of which have a pretty good following. We continue to highlight specific sellers in our research reports, and those are reports that legislators and policymakers read on a regular basis. So that's a great way to get our sellers in front of legislators. We, of course, do blog posts all the time on Main Streets that highlight sellers. And we spotlight sellers. If you go to ebaymainstreet.com, you'll notice that we spotlight sellers on some of the most heavily trafficked areas of the Main Street website. So that's something we've done traditionally and will continue to do. On the site specifically, we have featured sellers on the homepage, we have a featured members page, and we have an entire section dedicated to our SPAN program, Small Business Ambassador Network program. So those are all great ways that we will continue to highlight you on our site. This year, despite it being a very difficult year, we also did some extra activity on the media front. And so we recently completed an e-commerce entrepreneurship series with Hill TV that spanned several months and featured a number of our Small Business Ambassador Network members. And we are just now launching a very, very similar program with Politico in the EU. So we do have a lot of seller support activities going on and a lot planned. So despite a difficult year for everyone, we're going to continue to highlight all of you, our great sellers, and your stores wherever and whenever we can in our communications. And with that, I'll pass it back to Sharon.
Thanks, Jeff. Each year during our advocacy day, that's usually held in the spring, but unfortunately due to COVID, we weren't able to have it this year. It is our fly-in event where we bring in about 25 sellers to Washington, D.C. every year. At this event, we award our Advocacy Leadership Award to a seller whose dedication to the Small Business Ambassador Network and their exceptional commitment to civic engagement has been extraordinary. This person also represents the eBay community in front of government officials. While we had many worthy candidates, one small business ambassador stood out above the rest over this past year. This individual's drive to go beyond the call of duty and to advocate for small businesses across the country during the COVID pandemic was truly inspiring. It is my honor, I feel like I need a drum roll, but it is my honor to announce the winner of this year's Advocacy Leadership Award is Ms. Teresa Cox. Teresa's story is a familiar one to many who sell on eBay. And even if you don't know her personally, you have probably seen her wearing her signature red color at various eBay events over the years. Teresa began selling on eBay in 1997 when she decided to make a move from a casual seller to a full-time seller. She started her business, Club Red 97, where you can find anything from home goods, musical instruments, decor, and fashion, most of which, you bet, will be red. In addition to running a successful eBay business, Teresa participates in numerous legislative meetings and webinars on behalf of the GR team. She is constantly willing to share her small business story to influence legislation or to teach other eBay sellers how to grow their business. Teresa, we are so sad that we were unable to celebrate with you and give this to you in person, but hopefully we will be able to see you again soon. In the meantime, some folks here at eBay have a special message for you.
My name is Teresa, and I have been selling on eBay since 1997, and I live in Williams, Arizona. I was a hobby seller. I had a career in higher ed doing business and finance stuff, and I decided to go from being a part-time hobby seller to a full-time eBay seller.
And with that, I'm going to pass it off to the real star of the show, Teresa Cox, who is just kind of a legendary superstar in our world. And I'm so excited to have her share with us a bit of her story and insight with you all. Thank you so much.
But I have Teresa Cox here with me. And hello, Teresa.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Another episode of 10K on the Bay. Today, I'm super excited to have Teresa Cox on the show again.
All right, so we said, like, who's the most promoted listings of promoted listingsers? And so we found Teresa Cox. So we wanted to bring Teresa Cox up.
Hi, Teresa. Congratulations on being named Small Business Ambassador of the Year. You are an inspiration to the entire eBay community, and we value your time, hard work, and desire to give back. Thank you so much for all you have done over the years for eBay and our Small Business Ambassador Network program, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for the support you've been offering us. Your kindness is immensely appreciated. I think I speak on behalf of our entire Government Relations Department when I say there is nothing more motivating in our daily jobs than having the pleasure of working with people like you. You are truly an inspiration for us all. Thank you.
Hi, Teresa. Jeff with the eBay Government Relations team. Just want to thank you for being such a committed and articulate advocate for all U.S. small businesses selling on the eBay platform. Whether it's virtually or in person, we love having you at all of our events. We love the passion that you bring. So I really wanted to thank you and tell you that we appreciate it.
Congratulations, Teresa. So happy for you. So grateful to be able to work with you. Appreciate everything you do as a seller, as a SPAN member, and just as a person. Always a pleasure working with you. Congratulations.
Hey Teresa, congrats on winning this year's Advocacy Leadership Award. This award is so well deserved. You've been such an amazing partner to the eBay Government Relations team, and we are so thankful for your continued partnership. You truly exemplify what it means to be an eBay seller, a SPAN member, and a part of this eBay community, and it's the sellers like you that help make eBay such a great and trusted marketplace. And while we're sad that we can't be there to give you this award in person and to celebrate, we look forward to hopefully getting to do so in 2021. Thanks for all you do, and congrats again.
Hey Teresa, it's Mike Dabbs from the Government Relations team. Just want to say congratulations on your well-deserved winning of this year's award, and to thank you for everything that you've done for the Government Relations team over a number of years. And really sad to not be able to see you this year as we've seen you in other years. I actually have my son videoing this in my home office of my attic, so we're all making do, but hope all is well, and congratulations, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye.
Teresa, I just want to say thank you for all of your participation in SBAN. We are so lucky to have sellers like you that can tell the story about why eBay is so important and why it's such an economic driver, and we are so honored to recognize you today. It was great to partner with you with the Arizona Commerce Authority presentations, and I look forward to continued work with you.
Hey Teresa, congratulations on receiving this year's award. We could not be more excited. Thank you so much for your amazing partnership over the years with the eBay GR team. And thank you for being such a passionate and excited eBay seller. We are so lucky to have people like you in our corner. Thanks again and congratulations.
Hey Teresa, Matt Jensen here with eBay's Federal Government Relations team. Just wanted to say congratulations on your award and thank you so much for your years of support, and all the work that you've done to support small businesses that sell on eBay throughout the country. You're awesome. You're a rock star. Thank you so much. Well deserved.
Hi, Teresa. Congratulations on your Small Business Ambassador of the Year award. We're so grateful to have you in our eBay community. Thanks for everything you do. Keep it up.
So that's just a few people who wanted to thank Teresa, but today we also have a very special guest. I would like to introduce you all to Congressman Andy Biggs of Arizona's 5th Congressional District, who is Teresa's member of Congress and has a special message for her.
Thank you, Sharon. Teresa, congratulations on your award. I am so grateful to represent the 5th Congressional District and to have small business owners like yourself that drive our national economy located in my district. Thank you for all you do to make our 5th Congressional District so strong, make our local economy strong. Thank you for helping others in the community as well. Thank you, Teresa. Congratulations again. Now back to you, Sharon.
Thank you so much, Representative Biggs. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us today. Now, I would like to welcome the woman of the hour, Teresa, for a few comments, although we have put you on the spot. Teresa, are you there?
I am here.
There she is.
I am like way shocked. It's kind of like 2020, your life passed before your eyes, but I'm honored. I am shocked and honored.
Well, great. Well, we will get this award to you shortly, but thank you so much for everything that you do for us on an ongoing basis, and you have done for many, many years now. So we are grateful, and we just wanted to give you, I'll show you, I don't know if you can see it. This is your award. We'll send that to you sometime very soon.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. I love the eBay government relations program is one of my favorites. I want to be more involved in the community. And I think you guys are an underappreciated branch of eBay, because I don't think enough sellers know what you do for not just eBay small businesses, but I mean, all small businesses. So, Sharon, that I love you and I love your team and everything that they do. And anytime I can give you guys a shout out, it's well-deserved. So right back at you guys.
Thank you so much. And if you or anyone on the call have other ideas of how we can get more people involved in the Small Business Ambassador Network, or if you have recommendations of sellers that you know through your networks, we're always looking for very high quality, good sellers who are interested in government affairs.
Awesome.
So thank you, Teresa.
Well, thank you.
I'm now going to turn it over to Kathy Foster, who's our Global VP of eBay Government Relations, and she has a presentation to a couple of members of Congress from eBay's GR team.
Thanks, Sharon. And Teresa, congratulations. Really, really happy for you and very well-deserved award. Today, I get the pleasure of talking about an award that we give to 2 members of Congress to highlight their work to support small businesses and recognize them as the eBay Small Business Champion Award recipients. I'm excited to announce that Senator Tim Scott and Congresswoman Anna Eshoo have been selected for this year's 2020 Congressional Small Business Champions. And as many have said before me, 2020 has brought so many challenges, particularly to small businesses, and both Senator Scott and Congresswoman Eshoo have showed their commitment to small business in many ways by supporting the Paycheck Protection Program, giving small business guidance through the Small Business Administration, and helping small businesses with debt relief and many other efforts. First, I will introduce Senator Tim Scott. So Senator Scott represents the great state of South Carolina. He serves on many committees in the Senate. Those include the Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee, Finance, Banking, Housing, Urban Affairs, Labor and Pensions, and Aging. And since he's joined the Senate in 2013, he's been a national leader on efforts to bring opportunity to every American family. One of his signature legislation was creating opportunity zones, and those were passed as part of the 2017 tax reform package, and really brought billions of dollars of private investment into distressed communities across the company. He's also a former small business owner and just an incredible champion for small businesses. Really excited to have him here today, and I am pleased to present Senator Tim Scott with eBay's 2020 Congressional Small Business Champion Award. And I will let Senator Scott give a few remarks.
Thank you, Kathy, and thank you all for this wonderful honor. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy. Before entering public service, I was a small business owner, and I know firsthand how hard it can be to succeed. I also know how rewarding it is to be able to sign the front of your employees' paychecks as well as give back to the community. This has been a tough year for so many small businesses. It's why I worked so hard on the Paycheck Protection Program so that small businesses have the resources they need to keep their doors open and keep their employees working. Over $500 billion in Paycheck Protection Program loans have been given to more than 5 million small businesses. Small business owners are resilient and innovative, and you all are what keeps South Carolina and this country going. Your ability to implement new ideas is why America's economy continues to recover and boom. Keep up the great work. I cannot thank you enough for what you do. Thank you again for this honor, and God bless. Back to you, Kathy.
Thanks, Senator Scott. Now I'd like to highlight Anna Eshoo, who is our second award recipient. Congressman Eshoo has represented Silicon Valley in Congress since 1992 and is a longtime friend to eBay. She represents our headquarters in San Jose, and many of our employees live in her district. She serves on the Energy and Commerce Committee and was the first woman as the top Democrat on the subcommittee on Communications and Technology. Currently, she's serving as chair of the Health Subcommittee and a leader in Congress on healthcare policy. She's leading a lot of the efforts in terms of reforms around COVID and how to handle the pandemic. She's always been a small business champion for small business. Her father was actually a small business owner in Connecticut, and as a young girl, she saw firsthand how important small businesses are to our country. She's been a leader in supporting so many issues like an open internet, US Postal Service, broadband deployment, technology, and innovation to help small business succeed. So on behalf of the entire eBay community, I am pleased to name Congresswoman Anna Eshoo eBay Small Champion Business Award. Unfortunately, Congressman Eshoo is not able to be with us today, but she did send me a statement that I would like to read on her behalf. And it goes like this. Thank you for choosing me to receive eBay's 2020 Congressional Small Business Champion Award. This is a wonderful honor and has a great meaning to me. As the daughter of a small businessman, I grew up understanding that small businesses are the backbone of our local communities and our national economy. I've had the special privilege to build a relationship with eBay since its founding 25 years ago. The company is successful because it values its employees and all its small business partners. This has been a highly challenging year for everyone, especially small businesses, and eBay has stepped up to support entrepreneurs in a special way. I thank every eBay employee and small business partner for this honor, and I know you will always have me as your partner and advocate in Congress. Thank you so much again for this honor. And I'd like to thank both Senator Scott and Congressman Eshoo for all of their efforts, and congratulations on the award. Now I'd like to turn it back to Sharon to close our session out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy, and thank you. Congratulations to Senator Scott and Congresswoman Eshoo. Always been a long time champions of eBay and eBay's small businesses. So before we wrap up our event, I want to give one final shout out to you, our small business ambassadors. Thank you for being such amazing partners to eBay government relations during what has been a crazy year. We wish you all the best as we head into the holiday season. And if you ever need anything from us, no matter how big or how small, if it has to do with GR or not, please reach out to us at government_relations@ebay.com. And of course, you can find out more about our Small Business Ambassador Network and our Main Street member program at ebaymainstreet.com. Thanks so much for being here, and I hope everyone has a great weekend.